Only one day left until Rosh Hashanah, so get ready with me. I'm making chalot. I use Tamar Anshs challah recipe from the Jerusalem Challah Experience. Normally I double it, which gives me 8 chalot, but this time I'm quadrupling it, so I'll have 16. My friend Minky taught me how to do this circular braid a million years ago. And basically you just roll out 6 strands and then you make a tic-tac-toe board and then you braid the ends, all 3 of the ends on each of the 4 sides together, and then you just tuck them underneath and it creates these really beautiful kind of flowery circle like chalot. It's a little more labor intensive than I usually make my chalot. I usually do a 1-strand braid, so I had to leave a lot more time. Plus, because I was making so many more chalot, I needed more time. So I staggered while I was making the dough so that they would rise at intervals, because I can only bake like 4 at a time because I have a really small oven. So in between the second rising and after I roll everything out and let it rise again, I take the time to check my planner and do some vegetable prep for later on. I'm making a carrot salad. Maximizing the downtime in between the raising is helpful because now I have a lot fewer tasks to do. I'm less stressed out, but I've planned it so that I can get these small tasks done in between, which is really very helpful. It takes a lot of hard work and effort to roll out this many chalot. It's a lot more than I usually do. I made a special cinnamon sugar topping for the topping on half of the chalot, only half, because some of the people in my family like them plain. Like I told you yesterday, in between, I try to keep the workspace clean and I wash dishes sort of as they come up because I find that that's a lot easier than just dealing with a sink full of dishes at the end. Here I'm prepping mushrooms, and in a minute I'm going to be prepping some onions for the brisket because yum, brisket. In case you're wondering where I got that cool cover with the bracha on it, my friend Deb had it made in honor of her dad, so I use it every time I bake challah and I think of her dad when I do. So thanks, Deb. While my chalot were baking, I also took some time to call my aunts because calling family before Yom Tov to speak to them and wish them a good Yom Tov is really important to me and my family. And I find that I can maximize my time that way, and the time that is kind of downtime while I have something baking in the oven, I like to use that time productively. As you can see, I'm constantly referring back to my planner because you can't keep everything in your head, and I don't want to try to remember everything. So I write everything down because it just makes things easier, and I like having the reference point. It helps me plan, it helps me remember what I have to serve, it helps me stay organized. If you want to pick up the Organized Jewish Life Shabbat and Holiday Planner, you can do that on Amazon. I find that even experienced homemakers usually have a lot more success and feel much less pressured when they're writing down their menu plans and actually making a plan of how they're gonna go about getting everything done before a Chag. What do you do before a Chag to get yourself ready and to keep yourself organized? I really want to know in the comments. I love hearing tips and tricks and hacks. And I want to wish you a Shana Tova. I wish you a super organized, happy, healthy, sweet new year. And I hope that you get everything that you need and all the things that you want. Here are the finished chalot. They look good enough to eat. Yum. I can't wait to eat them. Shana Tova.